Oh, that's funny. I live in North Carolina. But Divorced and Lonely, aren't you from, you're from Keegan's stream. I forgot your name though, because I remember she asked you what your name was. But no, I'm only gonna ever say I just live in North Carolina. Yeah, I mean, that's probably for the better. For the longevity of this. I mean, most people even just say they live in America. That's what most people say anyway. So I feel like even the fact that I even say that, like, I'm from New York and moved to North Carolina, I feel like it's almost giving up a lot of information. With streaming wise, but At one point I just said I moved to the South, but Yeah, and then make sure you subscribe. I mean, I'm assuming you're already subscribed since you came here like immediately. Make sure you double tap. I appreciate that. They're little space buns, but thank you. I'm typing up my pinned comment, and I also, if I'm looking over here, it's because I'm reading the chat. Because the phone it's way too small. I wish they made it so that you can make it like a little bit bigger, but they don't do that. Well, no, you double tap. When you double tap the screen, you like it. You gotta tap tap, and then you like the stream. I don't know. It's because I'm funny. I know I have gotten compared to Princess Leia before, but I don't know. I'm surprised I don't get more like Sailor Moon comments because it's always reminded me of Sailor Moon. You were looking unrecognizable? What does that mean? Like, were you here in another stream? And now I look way different? Is that what you mean? Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you. Are you like advertising on my channel? I'm actually a little confused. And I think everyone else might be too. Okay, just do that. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't really know what the motive of that was, so. Were you saying I look different than when I was hula hooping? Because I definitely agree. I do feel like you definitely can't tell my angel bites. I don't get any questions about my piercings. And I mean, an eyeliner can always make your eyes look different, or like the different lighting. It could always make you look different. Okay, I'm gonna turn this up a bit more. And I kind of did get on a little bit later than I was planning on. So I don't know how long I'll be live streaming. Like, I might do the full, like, 45 minutes, but I don't even know. Hello, everyone. Hello, Illuminate. Yes, always. And she loves it. It's actually funny because she's been noticing this little spot that, like, always has squirrels. So the second we went outside, she, like, ran over to the spot where she keeps on seeing squirrels, and there was no squirrels there. But it is really cute. She did roll around in the pollen, and I live in North Carolina, so the pollen is crazy, and even if she didn't roll around in the pollen, she's bagged it, and her nose is on the floor, so she gets it all up in her face, and she gets it all up in her paws. If she sits down once, it's over. But then she rolls around in it. She just like gets on her back and rolls around in the pollen. I'm like, So I usually have to depollinize her when we get home. But if that's my only problem having a dog, that's fine. Like, she's such a good puppy besides that. So I'm glad that that's what I have to complain about. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy that the pollen down here doesn't bother me. I get a little bit of allergies, but it's not nearly as bad when I was in New York. So. Oh my god, your puppy is allergic to the pollen? That sucks. I mean, I kind of went to college. I went to college in like a weird way. I went to college when I was in high school. So I have college credits from when I was in high school. And then long story. Oh, but I'm actually not liberal. That's the sad part. No, it's actually not that sad. But I long story, I didn't go to college. If I told you the story, you would probably understand. I don't know if I'm really going to go into it on here, but I technically did go to college when I was in high school, but I never went to college out of high school. And then just even saying the fact that I went to college when I was in high school, I'm sure will show how smart I was in high school that they even like offer that to me. But it was like an early program. So I had like my first semester done. And your name is Mario? That's such a long time ago. Your dog eats the honeybees? Oh my goodness. Yeah, no, my dog likes to dig around for ants though. She's a toy poodle. So she's real tiny. She's a real tiny baby. And she likes to like go into the dirt, and I swear I think she's like picking out bugs out of the dirt and eating them. At least that's what it looks like. I think it's mostly ants. I don't know. I could try to stop her, but I don't think it's gonna work out well in my favor. And here she is. She just walked over. There's my little puppy. She's all wet. You were just drinking water? You were just drinking water. Your whole beard's all wet. And yeah, it was so funny. I don't know. I probably do have to take her to the groomer soon. Her hair's been growing really fast. But I tell them to go really short on her mustache, and they always laugh at me. But I'm like, it's her little mustache. She's a hairy girl like me. She's a hairy girl like her mama. It's okay. We love hairy girls. Oh, okay, she might still grow out of it. That would be not the worst. Because she's actually she's a year old, and I think 4 months at this point. Her birthday's in January. So yeah. Well, it's at the end of January. Wow, she's still 3 months. I feel like I've been saying that forever though. Maybe I aged my dog. But her birthday is at the end of January. Who's your best friend? This puppy. This puppy has to be my best friend. This puppy has to be my best friend. And then honestly, if I was gonna choose anyone else, that would be like someone in my family. Any one of them. You're a bird lover? I don't know what that means. I mean, that's cool that you like birds, but let me ask you something. I don't mean in a bad way. I mean, like, I don't know. If it's too personal, I'm just not going to answer it. But and also just because I can read, I guess I can read further up chat. You should find something else. New York or cruel. I agree. No, Amelia doesn't have a middle name. She probably should. And she technically does have a last name. Like, she has the same last name as me. But, I don't know. I've thought about changing my last name. So. You like kitty cats? That's cool. I like cats, too. Honestly, I got a dog because I knew that she was going to be a lot more work and that it was going to be good to, like, I have to leave the house and I have to walk her multiple times. So I usually walk her like 3 times every single day. So then I have to go outside 3 times every single day. So that's really good. I like that. And then she's so loving. She's so loving and she just wants to be up my butt. And then I don't know, I work from home, so I get to be with my puppy. Yeah, she is so loved. I get to be with my puppy all day long. Oh, and Daniel, I hearted your Cash App send. Thank you so much. That was a lot more, and now I feel terrible that I was like, oh yeah, whatever. You didn't actually send me any money, blah, blah, blah. But no, I actually didn't get a notification for it, and I'm like so thankful for that. I really do appreciate it. You're like my first send. But that was really, really sweet of you, and I really do appreciate it. And I hope you enjoy the hula hooping. If I scroll, you ask the question. You said your name is Mario. You asked me if I've ever been to college. I already went on that rant. Like, technically, no. Technically, no, I never really went to college, but I went to college when I was in high school. So, you love the hoops? Thank you. I'm definitely am going to keep on hula hooping. And yes, W to Daniel. I definitely really appreciate that. I know, I probably should just even make you, like, a mod. I mean, you don't have to do anything if you're a mod. But, like, just don't, you know, be ridiculous. But I like to make people mod just so, like, they also don't get banned by accident. Yeah. No, it's about braces? Oh, never. I had braces. Yeah, that's probably why it even got blocked. But because I already know a lot of people are going to go after me for my teeth. But yes, you're a mod now. But no, I never want braces. I like my teeth. And I think they fit my face. I think my, like they're part of me, my teeth. I also had braces for 4 years, if you can believe it. I had braces for 4 years. So my teeth used to be a lot more messed up. But yeah, no, I mean, I've even had people offer me to pay for Invisalign for me, and I'm like, eh. Yeah, I think I need to blow my nose, though. I think the pollen got to me. Okay. Oh, you missed my hula hooping stream? I'm sorry. Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely not gonna really necessarily have a schedule. Everything's gonna be spontaneous. So if you wanna, you gotta subscribe, and you should probably put the notifications on. It's a separate. I really hate it too because when I subscribe to someone, like I hope I would get their notifications, but it's like a second button, so you have to like also hit the bell if you actually want to get notified, and then you also have to put your YouTube notifications on. But that's all up to you, you know. I miss a vape. When you said Staten Island, I think money and braces. I mean, maybe that's why I had braces, but nah, if anything, I really hate the focus that people put on teeth. And even like some people that I think have like their smile is better than my smile. Their smile is better than my smile. And they'll even be like so insecure about their teeth and think they need braces. And I'm like, girl, like, what are you talking about? Nah. But nah, I don't really want braces. You also have to wear a retainer all the time. And that's even why my 4 years that I had braces like didn't work out, was because I never wore my retainer. I never wore my retainer ever. I didn't like to. It was really uncomfortable. And yeah, I'm just like, I don't know. I feel like I would really just be doing it for other people. And I don't like that. I really don't like doing things for other people. And I feel like that should really show that, like, I really am my own person. And I have, like, confidence that, like, comes from right here. And when you have confidence that comes from yourself, like, no one else can take that away. And I like my teeth. I think add some flavor to me. Thank you, Luminate. You're honestly really cool too. I've been really appreciating all of our like small little conversations in the chat, and I really like your music. You honestly have had only but good music taste. Is it possible for liquid? Well, I haven't had my piercings long enough. I've only had my piercings, I think we're like at 2 weeks and a half. So I haven't taken them out because you shouldn't take out them. I mean, why would you need to hide your phone? Yeah, no, I couldn't agree more. Illuminate. You're definitely a really cool. I know, I think she's like cleaning off more pollen off herself. Which, yeah, how weird. Did you know that certain dogs clean themselves? And she's one of the dogs that, like, she cleans herself. I mean, I think she might be eating the pollen too, but I got like as much off as I possibly could, but I'm gonna have to bathe her. And then after I bathe her, I think I'm gonna try to cut her face for the first time, which I'm really, really nervous about. But she definitely needs a little bit of a cut by her face at the very least. And I also just want to get comfortable like doing like little tiny groomings, because I can't be spending that amount of money all the time. And I know I could do it. Like I've always cut my own hair. I've been cutting my own hair since I was a teenager. But I'm just so nervous. I'm just so nervous to hurt my baby. And hello, Sanju. I remember your username, but thank you. I'm glad you like your teeth, because I'm English and I've hardly gotten any. Oh, you got a new AdSense. Oh, well then that's not good though. I mean, I would have to say like I've never had a cavity before. I've never had a cavity. Like I have really good dental origin, whatever, oral care. Like I'm really good out of it. I've never had a cavity before, but they're just a little bit misplaced, you know. But yeah, that's why I also feel like I'll probably end up with like an Englishman, because like they won't care about my teeth. No. I also just feel like, I don't know, a lot of people like throughout my life have insulted me about my teeth. And that's the only thing people really insult me about. And if that's the only thing wrong with me, I'm fine. Oh, I really could care less. If the only thing that's messed up about me is my teeth and I'm all natural, like, I could really care less. What would you do? Well, I don't know. I work for myself. I work from home. I'm definitely am very, very blessed with my job, but I don't know. I'm definitely, whenever I talk to my friends and they tell me about all their like work drama, I'm like, whew, I don't miss it. I don't miss going to work every day. I used to have to commute. I used to take MTA, which is like buses and trains and subways to my job. Ugh, rough. It would literally take me an hour to like get to most of the jobs that I've worked. I don't miss that. And then longer to get home. I don't miss that. And I love the advice, Lumini. I know, that's why I just have to do it already. Like, and just even like a little bit. And she's been to the groomer a lot, and I have been told that the groomer, I have been told by the groomer that she actually acts really well. But I do know from bathing her that she does not like being bathed, but she'll accept it. Like, she's kind of like a doll at that point where like I could tell that she's miserable when I bathe her, but she's kind of like, do what you have to do. Just get it over with. And I'm like, I'm getting it over with as quickly as possible, puppy. It's okay. We're in it together. Well, by MTA, I'm talking about New York. I mean, the more hours you sleep, the more hours you're going to be tired. Like, isn't it, I'm going to mess up the saying, but like, it's a saying that like, like if you give a busy person a task, they're going to get it done right away. If you give a lazy person or someone who has an open schedule a task, they'll get it done at last minute. I definitely feel like sleeping is very similar with that. Like, the more hours you sleep, the more tired you're going to be if you're oversleeping. Yeah, and that's even why I also like the puppy. That's why I got a puppy over a cat. Because I know the puppy would keep me more in routine. And then I also have a bag for her, so I carry my puppy everywhere with me. And then I get to be with her all day long. Like, just a dog just totally made sense for me. And I also live by myself. So I do like having another heartbeat in the room that's not just mine. Yeah, and I would have to say, there's a lot of you guys in here, and I only have 16 likes. What's up with that? Double tap that screen if you like my vibes. On scented garbage bags? I mean, I have some. I actually have scented garbage bags. They smell like lavender. I don't know. Are they bad? Should I stop buying them? I don't know. Yeah, you basically have to manipulate them. I know, she's like a doll. I just like turn her and she's just like, okay. Yeah, my dog always follows me to the bathroom too. And she like, whenever I'm showering, like, she's like all up in my business. But what? Yeah, she's like, where did mama go? Always. She's always right at my butt. Always. But yeah, so it's not really too hard to get her in the shower. And then usually we have moments. She's a hairy puppy. She's really hairy. So sometimes she has a little problem, and she has poop on her butt, and then we have to do an emergency shower when she has poop on her butt, and she knows, and she just kind of has this like, I know you gotta wash my butt. I'm sorry, and I'm like, it's okay, puppy. I use gloves. And I also have to say that I don't know, like her poop doesn't smell to me, which I feel so lucky about. But it's because she's my doggy, so it's like different. I feel like parents are probably the same way, like with their kid. You know, this is my life. How sad? Why is my life sad? I think I have a really fulfilled life. I know I've actually been told that I probably should bathe her with toys, but I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I will try it next time, but I don't think she'll interact with the toys. Like she's really statue. That's rough, Illuminate. That's really rough. Now, I remember like the first time she had like a poop incident, it was like 1 o'clock in the morning, and I was just like, I have to clean her butt right now. Is this really? And I think she was like 3 months old or something like that. And that was rough. Yeah, that's just one thing that I am really happy about, like with my job, is that at least I could take her if she needed to go to the vet for like an emergency. Or I just like that too, like for anyone that is like close to me, if they have an emergency, like they can actually really call me and I can actually really be there. I like that. I like that I can actually be helpful at this point in my life. Tour on the camera? I don't know what that means. But yeah, no, I think dogs are really good for mental health if you can handle it. Because dogs are definitely a lot of work. But if you're like good at doing a lot of work, then yeah, I'm drinking tea. Oh, that's really good. Honestly, I've been wanting to get more into like the raw meat diet, and just like making more of my own dog food. I mean, she does eat like I feed her like whole foods, like I feed her like chicken, rice, celery, carrots. But she also does eat wet food and dry food. She eats really, really good. Yeah, no, I feed her cooked chicken right now. But I have been wanting to get her more into like a raw diet or just like getting more into making my own dog food. But I know it's kind of geek capped, I feel like. I feel like it's a little bit hard to actually figure out what to feed your dog. And then I've heard a lot of bad things. Like, I don't know. I don't know if I want to say them, but just some of the raw food, like some of the popular sites, I've just heard really bad things about them. I mean, if it works for your dog, then it works for your dog, and I'm sure Illuminate is like a really good like dog carer. Like you seem like the type. I could definitely tell that. So I'm sure you're in tuned. But I'm just really nervous because I don't want to give her something that is gonna give her problems. Yeah, I don't really like talking about religion on here. That's why it says no religion, no politics. Deli chicken. Where are you from? You say deli chicken. Yeah, see, you seem like a really good dog owner. I could definitely tell. So at least you're like in tune. That's why I don't want to like name the brands, but I've just some of like the top like raw dog food brands. I've heard really bad stuff about them, and I don't want to do that. At the bodega all the time. I know I usually call it a deli though. I say bodega on here, but I'm used to calling it like the deli. And no, I feed her like I give her chicken, like I cook the chicken. So I buy raw chicken and then I like cook it myself. So it has no seasoning. It's not pre-cooked chicken. I wouldn't ever do that. If I can't know like every single ingredient in the item, like she's not allowed to have it. And sometimes I really hate hanging out with other people for that reason because they always want to give my dog some like weird shit and I'm like, can we not? Like please? Like have you ever tried the raw dog thing? Raw egg thing? I know into the so you're bored. I mean, yeah, I do watch a lot of live streamers. Like that's something that I've already have been doing for the past few months. I've watched a lot of live streamers. I've been mods for live streamers too. I'm a mod for like 3 other like YouTube channels. Um, but yeah, I've just kind of decided to stream myself. I do hula hoop. So it's not just talking streams, but I really like doing the talking streams. I actually like interacting with some of you guys, surprisingly. I mean, Illuminate is cool. I love interacting with Illuminate. But there's some other ones. And yeah, and honestly, like there's been a few times where I'm in someone's YouTube chat and I've had people be like, you should be a live streamer. You talk too much. And I'm like, okay, let's do it. Were you hula hooping earlier? Well, yeah. I'm not sure if you saw it or not now. I'm a little bit confused. But it's not like you guys can't watch it yet, but it's because I have to mute all the copyright music to it. So it kind of takes some time for me to upload those streams again because it's copyright music. Yeah, I usually do it earlier. But and then I do a talking stream. I just smoke tobacco. I'm not interesting with my vape flavors. No, I've never seen a chicken in the wild. Nope. I'm from New York City. Like what? Like I honestly haven't seen most animals in the wild. I've seen deer and like squirrels and like possums and like birds, pigeons. You know, if you know. Um, but nah. You know what I think is crazy is that some penguins live in the jungle. Did you know there's jungle penguins? That's crazy. Hello, neighbor. I know. I'm from Staten Island. Wu dang. I definitely have seen a lot of rats in my day. I actually used to have pet rats. Yeah, there's jungle penguins. I thought this was actually more of a known fact because I think there was like a Planet Earth or there was some like Earth documentary that was on it. But yeah, I think you could type it in YouTube and you can look up jungle penguins. It's honestly like it looks AI. It looks like AI at this point. And thank you, BMH. I appreciate spending the love. I don't know, are there even chickens in America? Like wild chickens in America? I don't really think so. Like I know there's wild chickens in other countries, but I don't think there's wild chickens in America. I think they're all in farms. But I don't know. Now you guys are reminding me of a story, which I don't even know if I should say this. So my dad's from New York. He's a real New Yorker, and he's been in North Carolina before. But one of his friends told him, was like giving him directions, and they were like, turn right at the chicken coop. And he was like, bro, I'm from New York. I don't know what a chicken coop looks like. I kind of know what a chicken coop looks like. Like, I kind of know. But if you told me turn right at the chicken coop, bro, what street? What street name? Don't tell me turn right at the chicken coop. And I do feel like a lot of Southerners do that. We'll be like, turn left on the oak tree. And I'm like, bro, what's the name of the street? I need to know the name of the street. We don't do that in New York. But maybe it's different. New York does have Popeyes. I've had Popeyes in New York. But you are right. Most like chains aren't in New York. So I actually haven't had a lot of chains until I was a lot older. You have wild turkeys in Oregon. You know what's so funny is that on Staten Island, and now you'll really know that I'm really from Staten Island if you know. We have wild turkeys, but they're by our hospital. So there's like a South Shore hospital on Staten Island, and like everyone knows about like the turkeys that are like outside the hospital, and they're vicious. Turkeys are vicious, or at least the ones on Staten Island. You don't mess with them. You don't. Like at all. I've heard horror stories. I would never mess with no turkeys on Staten Island. Your wokeness is showing? I mean, I don't really think I'm woke. Everything eats chicken, so they don't really do well on their own. Yeah, I could definitely see that, but I know there's wild turkeys. I mean, sorry, wild chicken in like other countries. Texas here from Pennsylvania. I love that. Northeastern that moves to the south. You're my type of people. Yeah, I do. I'm gonna use the bathroom. I'm gonna mute it. I'll be right back. And then I'm probably gonna stream for like maybe another 15, 30 minutes. But yeah, I'll be right back. Hey, I'm back, guys. So, how is everyone's night going? I hope your night is going amazing. You sound like you miss New York. Nah, I wouldn't say I miss New York, honestly. And even how like I like really know that is that like the last year I lived in New York, like I knew I wanted to move out of New York, and I've been wanting to move out of New York since I was in high school. Okay, so we're talking like 10 plus years I wanted to move out of New York, and I've always wanted to move out of New York, and I've also have done some traveling, so like I really did know that I wanted to move out of New York. And my last year in New York, like again, I knew I wanted to move. So I was like, let's live it up. Everything that this city has to offer me, I want to experience it because it might be the last year I live in New York. And I hated it. I absolutely hated it. Every single time I went out, whenever I went to a club, there was always just like a bunch of things that like I really didn't like at all. It's also cold there. I do not like the cold. I do not like the snow at all. I know that for a fact. Um, what's the other reason wait, it fled my mind. Oh, well, I guess I was gonna go into that, like, the food. I love New York food. And honestly, like, I used to say that, like, the only thing that was keeping me in New York was the food. And that was, like, partly true. But then after the pandemic, the quality in food went down so bad. And even, like, my favorite places, like, were not good no more. So, like, I didn't really feel like that was worth staying in New York. So I don't like the cold. Food's there no good. I don't really like the nightlife there because I also didn't really like leaving my house too much. I didn't like leaving my house by myself. And I did date a guy, like when I lived in New York, like the last apartment I lived in New York, I lived with someone. And I wouldn't leave the house unless I was with him. And the few times that I did leave the house on my own, like I always regretted it because something weird would always happen. I don't know if I would really get into it because they're just bad stories. They're just not positive. Like, just people messing with me just because I'm walking around. And I don't know, I really hate to say it, but I do think it's just because I am a pretty girl that I would just get a lot of unwanted attentions on the streets and in clubs that I didn't really like. So no, I don't miss any of that at all. And then my rent is was twice more than double than what I'm paying right now. And my apartment was not as nice. So I'm paying less than half than what I was paying. And I actually have a nicer apartment. I think the groceries here are so cheap. Oh my goodness. It is crazy how cheap it is. And now, like a car could actually really happen. I actually think I might be able to get a car this summer, and that is so exciting. Because if I was still in New York, like a car like wasn't even on my mind, like whatsoever. I still need to get a New York slice. Oh yeah, I will. And that's what I was also gonna say is that I still have family in New York. So I haven't been to New York since I've been in North Carolina, but I'm gonna go up to New York at some point in time. Like it's gonna happen. I have a lot of family in New York. Um, so I'm gonna wind up having to come back up there. I actually have like a definite reason, which I'm probably not gonna go into probably ever. Um, I don't know. I guess it's not really that bad, but I don't think it's that bad. Well, my grandma passed away. My grandma passed away like the first week that I moved down here. And like my family has told me that they would wait. We have her ashes in a container, and they said that they would wait to put her in her little. They like bought her a box. Um, I don't know. I probably explained it terrible because I don't really fully understand it because I haven't seen it. But we bought her like a box to put like her ashes in a place. So it's not like a burial, but it's kind of a burial. And I wasn't able to go to her memorial because it literally happened like the same week I moved to North Carolina. So it was just like the worst timing ever. And I really like I spent so much money moving down here. I couldn't actually go back up to New York that quickly. but I have to go back up to New York to do that. So I know I'll be going up to New York again. And when I do go up to New York, I'll be getting my slice of pizza. I'll be getting my bagels. I'll probably be getting some sushi too. I also really want halal food because that is one thing I have not been able to find in North Carolina. Like, honestly, the pizza, I've been able to find a pretty decent pizza place where I live. And I've been able to find really decent Chinese food, which I was not expecting. The ums. Oh, oh, I thought you were saying because I keep on saying Yeah, no, that's basically what it is. But yeah, I don't know. I'm probably not going to talk about it too much because then I'll start crying. But I'm definitely going to get some food up in New York. I think it's really the sushi. I don't live that close to the shore. So I don't know how much I trust the sushi here. But I don't know. I have had sushi once down here, but and it's probably better off anyway because it's really expensive. So I don't really eat sushi now that I'm not in New York, and that was like a really big part of my diet. Um, but yeah, no, I'm definitely gonna have to come back up to New York again. So that's also kind of cool too. Like I didn't really leave the city because I still have to go back up to the city, and then I feel like it will be more exciting, you know, because then I don't have to deal with that stuff all the time. It will just be for that week or two that I have to deal with New Yorkers. But I definitely don't miss it. I've actually never been to upstate New York, but I don't know. My mom used to go to Lake George all the time, and I probably like will go to Lake George with her at one point. They're always closed in Long Island. That sucks. I've actually never been to Long Island. I'm in North Carolina now. I hula hoop. I had a hula hooping stream earlier. But yeah, I really just talk. I just like chatting with you guys. I think it's fun. I also do watch a lot of like YouTube live streams and I just like chatting in the chat. I honestly find it really fun. And I even have a few live streamers, which I think is like so it honestly really warms my heart. But I'll like message in someone's live stream and they're like, "Oh my god, it's Kitty Sunflower. Hey Kitty, how are you?" And I'm like, "Well, thank you." And I just feel like, like it's my motto, like spread love, not hate. And I honestly really love that like people can see and if you guys do watch live stream like you'll probably see me in the live stream chat sometimes. Ha, that's how I found you, exactly. And yeah, I mean, like I won't lie, I did kind of realize that I like I wasn't planning on live streaming, honestly. Like I was in a really really dark place, which I'm doing a lot better now. But I was in a really, really dark place and I watched a lot of live streamers and I became like kind of part of like the YouTube like live streams. And I really started enjoying it. And I just kept it up because I loved it so much. So, and then I feel like it has been kind of a form of networking because now I do have some people that watch me because of other live streams that like I'll chat in. But also, like, only be here if you want to. Like, if you like my vibe, but I try not to advertise myself in other live streams because I feel like that's weird and I don't really want to do that. But just actually building a community, having like people that like actually like show up like over and over again, I love that. Yeah, no, honestly, I really trust Illuminate. I don't know what their second message was, but oh yeah. Yeah, no, I probably no, if you're just gonna say hateful stuff, and I feel like you usually tell when someone comments like three different things, like what their vibe is. So I support that. And it was a warning too. See exactly. And yeah, and I also do that a lot. Like I do a lot of 24 hours. And then, if you just keep on getting 24 hours, then I'm calling your book. Thank you. And then you like my vibe. I appreciate that. And you're new here. You like my chill vibe. You subscribe. Thank you. I really appreciate that. But yeah, I feel like that's always gonna, like, even when I was in live streams, I used to always say, like, spread love, not hate. And now I feel like that's gonna be my thing for my YouTube channel or whatever. Of just always saying, like, spread love, not hate. Because you guys really do need a reminder of that. It really is true. And that's why I also don't really agree with a lot of the hate in YouTube chats, because I've been in a dark place and I still didn't just be mean to people. Because, like, what do you really get out of it? Like, honestly. And then, like, most of you, like, probably don't know that you're, like, talking into the void. Because when you get banned in YouTube chat, it won't tell you. So you think you're still messaging, you think that people still see your chat, and they actually don't. You're just talking into the void, which really sucks. Yeah, no, it wasn't. I was about to say, I don't even think it was you, Dels. Yeah. No, it was someone else. Like, I see your messages fine, Del. Yeah, no, the light definitely has to shine within. And yeah, no, I also have like a bunch of banned words. You also can't curse in my chat at all. So if you had a single curse, it's not going to show me the message. And then I also have Nightbot that blocks some of the messages. I'm a girl. Guess that's not obvious. And yeah, no, you're probably just blocked by YouTube or like Nightbot. But no, the person who got blocked was someone else. And like, honestly, I support that. But yeah, I am probably going to get off soon. So make sure if you want to see me again, double tap that screen, like, and subscribe. And if you really want to know when I'm going to live stream next, then I would put that notification bell on. Because I'm probably going to hula hoop again tomorrow. I cannot tell you guys when at all, but... No, I've never been there before. And yes, thank you, Illuminate. I hope you have a great night, too. Yes, thank you. That's all I want to do. Be more positive and spread love, not hate. So I'm probably going to go in my normal spiel. When I close out this stream, you're going to watch another stream. Say something nice. Say something nice to them. And if you can't say something nice, keep on scrolling until you can say something nice. Spread love, not hate, guys.